All right, Matt, thanks for that live report. The rain we saw earlier this week triggered a 6 million gallon sewage overflow into the Connecticut River. Tonight, what's being done to protect your water? Western Mass News reporter Matt Price took a tour of a local wastewater treatment plant in Agawam and has those answers.
Clean water is something we all depend on. East Longmeadow's Tiffany Sanchez says it is critical for her family's health.
If you have unsafe water to consume, you're going to have some side effects from that.
Sanchez and her children decided to see for themselves how wastewater, especially from sewage overflow, is cleaned up. On Friday, dozens from across our area visited the Springfield Regional Wastewater Treatment Plant, aka Bondi's Island, to get an idea of that process. Executive Director Josh Schimmel tells Western Mass News the public has every right to know where their water comes from.
People turn the sink on, they have no idea where their water comes from, they flush the toilet, they don't know where it goes, and these are really essential services, and the folks behind the scenes that do this really dedicate their careers to public service.
Heavy rain regularly pushes sewage overflow into the Connecticut River. Earlier this week, the Springfield Water and Sewer Commission issued alerts into our newsroom indicating more than 6 million gallons of untreated wastewater was released into the river, an issue that leaves people like Sanchez concerned.
We've heard in the past of sewage being overflowed into the Connecticut River and not being safe to swim in there.
Right now we're probably seeing about 10 million gallons go through that channel.
According to Schimmel, the Springfield Water and Sewer Commission has been working on the combined sewer overflow program for the last 30 to 35 years, trying to improve their aging infrastructure. The commission has spent nearly $300 million to reduce overflows and improve monitoring.
We're always continuing to improve upon whatever we can to clean the environment and discharge clean water.
Aside from combined sewer overflow, Schimmel says other factors of water pollution include stormwater and agricultural runoff. After an overflow alert, officials recommend staying out of the river for at least 2 days. The last heavy rain was 3 days ago. After touring the 50-acre facility, Sanchez left feeling reassured.
I was surprised pleasantly by all the upgrades they've done to the facility over the years and the lack of odor that you would expect.
If you have any questions or concerns when it comes to the cleanliness of your water, visit our website at westernmassnews.com or our app and click on the As Seen on TV button. In Agawam, Matt Price, Western Mass News.